See this lump right here? It's been since yesterday. I don't know what's going on. It's sore, it's tender. I can eat, I can drink, it doesn't hurt. It's the outside of it, point of touching it. It's very sore and tender. But good morning to y'all. Hopefully you guys had a good night's sleep. You got home safely, or to work, or your destination of choice. Safe and sound. With no hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, and misunderstandings yesterday. No meet and greets. Let's get on to this job. And, that's right, today is Thursday. Okay, tomorrow will be Friday. And a 3-day weekend. I'm still debating about if I'm going to put in for an extra day or not. I don't know yet. I have no clue yet. Probably won't. Well, I probably will. I probably will. You know, I probably will. Oh, and the other thing is, now, it's happened again. I went to sleep early. Had to be about 4 something. I dozed off. When I woke up, it was like going on 9. I was so upset. I was so upset, y'all. Because I really thought it was later. It wasn't. Then I was up until a little after midnight. Well, probably more than a little after midnight. Like, I guess between 12:30 and 1 o'clock this morning. Or I rolled over and went on back to sleep. And I'm like, ah! You know, the alarm went off this morning. You know how you think you're dreaming? And he was like, no. No. That second alarm went off. I was like, I gotta get up. So, y'all, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but my pattern is off. I did go ahead yesterday and take the, like when I woke up out of my sleep, and I took the 5 milligrams of the blood pressure pill that she suggested, because I had a slamming headache. Like, it just started off faint, and it was like from the back part of my head, from here to like the front part of my frontal here, and there was like this whole little side was just killing me. And by the end of the day of me getting off work, it was throbbing. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, let me just go and get something to eat and go home. And I was talking to my mom. So I didn't do a video, you know, on the way home in the afternoon, because I was talking to my mom. And so, oh, this is a little bit of a light this morning now. I need it to come on. Okay, the other light's on yellow now. Is you going? What is you doing? It's a red light. Your ass still going. Like, I don't understand. Like, I kid you not. I'm looking at this Lyft driver, and he's about to run the red light on. I'm looking like, you know, I kept saying, oh, this is a long light where I'm at to make my left turn. Here comes a Lyft driver speeding up the street, like going northbound, not stopping for nothing. I'm looking like, were you distracted? I'm like, I had to honk my horn. I know y'all had to hear that. Because I'm looking like, are you distracted? I don't understand what happened to where you don't see that your light is red. That dude is a mess. I'm not trying to do meet and greets this morning. I'm not trying to get knocked off my block for nothing. Like I said, most of the time meet and greets ain't got nothing to do with you and your driving. Sometimes it's just other folks. So you just, you know, you gotta be cautious all around, because people just, Like I said, they'll try your patience. Exxon went down to 175. Shell is at 189, boy. These prices going down. They going down, down, baby. Yo Street in the rain. Let me stop. So, I had my avocado this morning. I left my pear. I mean, not a pear, plum. Because I took 2 plums yesterday. So I only ate 1. So I left a plum at work. About an avocado and my leftovers dinner from yesterday. So I also got my watermelon juice. And that's all I'm taking to go with me. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm gonna have to be racing because I gotta figure out if this truck is not going to, which I ain't mad. I'll be like, man, get in where you fit in. And that's what I have to do. That Toyota truck was like, I don't know what you're doing, but you better figure out your situation. They said it's called merge. It ain't called I give you a break. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted. So I was watching The Boys. I sat up there and I finished watching season 1 because season 2 is supposed to start tomorrow. So I watched The Boys, the rest of it. And it is such a twister. It's such a twister. I'm thinking like Captain America is like, well, he really is a douchebag, really. And so is Butcher. These are characters I'm talking about. Butcher's a douchebag as well, right? So, like, I guess Captain America. I mean, I don't call him name Captain America. Homeland. That's the character's name. Homeland. He finds out, or they tell him exactly how he was truly born and raised in a laboratory, you know, a secure, confidential lab. He was never raised by parents or anything else like that. He was an experiment. And he was very much upset. Very much upset. A-Train got his leg broke running. She took a crowbar or a bar stick, whatever it was, because he was, you know, call himself, you know, was gonna harm a boy. The young guy's character. I forgot what his name was. Jeremy, I think that's his name. And Chemical, I think that's her name, her character name. Boy, she came out the blue and cracked his leg. And like she cracked his leg and broke it. You see the bone poking out, everything. He's just like, woo. Boy, she stood up here and actually went to town. She hit you hard enough. So, the other thing was, so now he's like doing rehabilitation on his leg, pulling trains and whatnot when he's not supposed to. I'm talking about A-Train. And his brother caught up to him and was like, what are you doing? You know, the doctor says wait for, I think he told him 6 weeks or something like that. You know, before he goes back to trying to, I guess, do physical therapy or whatever it is. And he was like, I feel great. I'm fine. And he was like, my leg is healed. And he was like, are you on that? It's called Compound V. Remember yesterday I was saying it was some type of drug, but I couldn't remember the name. Compound V is supposed to be the drug of changing normal babies into these so-called superheroes with, you know, certain strengths and features, right? And so Jeremy ended up telling Starlight about it, Compound V, and how it's given to basically the young kids or the babies in order to make them become or alter into these superheroes. They're not born this way. So she was telling him she didn't want to see him, he needed to go away, she would get him arrested and everything. And she happened to be at the table the next morning, and she asked her mom what Compound V was, and she was like, I don't really know. What is that? She was like, stop lying. And she said, all my life you were waking me up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You were telling me that I was chosen by God. And she was like, you were. God used the void of this, whatever the name of the company was, right? In order to give you these. She was like, stop lying. She's like, this was all for you, because her mama is about attention, like her friends knowing that her daughter is a superhero and, you know, does these type of things, and she has an image that she wants to keep up, and, you know, that just infuriates Starlight, because she was like, this is not my life. She's like, I never chose this. You chose this. And her mom was like, but this is what we wanted. And she was like, no, this is what you wanted. She's like, you know, I never got to really be myself. And so that just made her madder. And the twister at the end, and if y'all ain't seen this, the show The Boys, and you ain't got to the end of it, I'm about to do a spoiler for you, okay? And if you don't want to hear it, you might want to stop now. Go on about your business. I don't know what to tell you. But like Butcher calls himself kidnapping the director of I guess the superheroes organization, because he was trying to shut it down. He like had his whole organization and agency that he worked for. They had everything they needed to shut down the company that Homelander and all the superheroes worked for. And until, come to find out, Homelander had been sending A train around the country, giving adults Compound V, and making into news like super villains, so they can continuously have somebody, or as he say, chapter after chapter, someone to fight, because they're all around the world, which he created by giving it to adults for them to alter themselves into these so-called villains. And I guess they might not be looking at themselves as being villains. They might be looking at themselves as, you know, defending their cause or their rights or whatever it is for certain things. But either way, when it comes to Homeland and the agency that he works for, the government, they're looking at them like bad dudes that he created. So not only is that's one spoiler. The second one is Butcher is so upset and wants to kill Homelander so bad because I think the lady's name is Marisol, Marisol or Maris, something like that. I forgot what her name is, right? Sent him on a path of telling him that that Homeland had raped his wife, and either Homeland killed his wife or she just walked away. Thank you. or killed herself, right? He's been thinking this for like 8 years, 7, 8 years. This is what he's been thinking. This is his whole goal of why he wants to kill Homelander. Because at first he didn't have any explanation of why his wife would leave. Like, what would be the cause? He don't understand how she just disappeared like that. Well, here's the spoiler. He was like, he attached a bomb to the director of Homeland's agency, and was threatening to blow her up in front of Homeland because of the connection or bond that they have. Because he was like, you took something that I love, so I'm gonna take something that's close and that you love, right? Come to find out, Homeland kills her himself. And so he was like, oh, okay, well then fine, fuck it. And he presses the thing for the bomb to go off. Well, at the end, he wakes up on the grass outside. I'm like, is he outside of old girl's house? Like, that he blew up? There's no debris, no nothing around. I was like, what's going on? He wakes up and Homeland tells him, oh, well, you've been out for a while. He's like, I didn't know when you were going to come through. He was like, I guess there's something that you need to see. He was like, come on. Something I want to show you. Guess what he's showing? Guess what he's showing? There is Butcher's wife. And there's a little boy. The little boy has to be, I guess about 8 or so. He looks like he's like 12. 10 or 12, but, still. Might be just a child's height, Come to find out, Homeland was like, oh, and the little boy runs up to Homeland, was like, oh, Homeland. And he was like, I'm one of your biggest fans or whatever. And Homeland tells the little boy, he said, oh, your mom hasn't told you. And Butcher's sitting up there just watching it from the, off the grass. He ain't fully, stood up, he ain't fully sat up, nothing. He just still watching it, slumped over from the grass. And Homeland was like, I'm your father. And here comes Butcher's wife off behind the tree. I guess she was coming out of the house. And he comes around the branches of the tree, going toward where the boy is and Homeland is. And Butcher sees her and was like, he is like taken back. He just really can't believe it. And it ends on that, to where Homeland's son has the same powers as him, like the laser vision or the heat-seeking vision or whatever it is out of his eyes, because his eyes lights up red, just like Homeland does. And I was like, woo, wait. Y'all, I was looking like Butcher was. He's over like this on the ground, not really, fully sitting up. And he looked and see. I was like, ooh, wait. I said, they sent you on a path hating this man for how many years? And you want to, like, they don't convince you that he got to go. You need to kill him. He needs to be wiped off this earth and this, that, and the third. And babies, come to find out, they used him good. Oh, they used him good. Now, Starlight, she did end up helping Germany and the Frenchy dude, and I forgot the other guy's name, helped them to escape out of where they were being held captive, right? And A-Train gets there, and him and Starlight are basically pitted against each other. She's trying to help them, and he wants to kill Jeremy. I think the character's name is Jeremy. He wants to kill him. He gets over there to where he is to kill him, because he had knocked Starlight tail out, and he sits there and have a heart attack because his adrenaline and everything was pumping so fast and so hard, to where he ended up having a heart attack or a stroke or whatever it is. And they ended up getting away, and Starlight ended up calling it in for someone to come help. So I'm sorry if y'all haven't watched it, finished watching it. I don't know what to tell you, but as of tomorrow, season 2 is supposed to start. So I got 2 minutes to get to this job. So you know, like I said, that's what I watched. Now I did try to stay up and watch Lovecraft. That wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. I watched back of my lovely eyelids. Phone, like I said, turned over and went to sleep. You hear me? No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And that's basically it, y'all. That is basically it in a nutshell. Because like I said, I had a headache. Alright, y'all, we made it to this garage. I appreciate y'all commuting with me this morning, being a part of my morning. So we got to get on into this building, get this day started. And what else can I say? It is what it is. So may you have a great day, awesome day, a beautiful day. And try to be respectful of each other. I understand people try your patience, baby. They'll run your nerves up. And may you get to home, work, or your destination of choice with no hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. And no meet and greets. Y'all know how this goes. Alright, y'all. Gotta go. Gotta get in this building. I got a minute. Bye.